Hey everyone, and welcome to RUBIN'S Mind Lab, where we break down the latest research into what it really means. Ever wonder if the way you speak your native language affects how you process other languages? This fascinating new study dives deep into just that, looking at something called language processing, and specifically how our brains handle tricky grammatical mistakes. Today we're exploring a really interesting question researchers asked: how our brains deal with these little grammar slip-ups called agreement attraction errors. Are they handled the same way across all the languages a bilingual person speaks? And does it matter if those languages are standard or more local everyday varieties? So imagine this: you have sentences where the subject and the verb don't quite agree in number, like the dog and his cats plays by the park. Normally you'd catch that plays should be play because the subject is dog and cats. But sometimes our brains get a little tricked. This is called an agreement attraction error. It is like a grammatical illusion where you might not even notice the mistake, because something else in the sentence, like a nearby plural word, distracts your brain. Researchers have studied these illusions a lot, especially in bilinguals. They want to know if knowing more than one language changes how we process grammar, and if it matters how much you use each language, or how early you learned them. Usually, studies focus on people who speak two standard languages like English and French. But what about people who speak the standard national language like Italian and also less common, local dialects? These dialects often have different social standing and usage patterns than the standard language. This is where our study gets really interesting. The researchers decided to look at bilinguals in Italy who spoke standard Italian and two specific regional dialects, Agrigentino from Sicily and Pavese from Lombardy. These aren't just different accents, they're distinct linguistic systems that developed from Latin alongside Italian. In Italy, these dialects often have lower prestige than standard Italian. They're usually spoken in more informal private settings. But the way they're used and perceived